Welcome back to live action Avatar. We realized that all I wanted to say about it is it's bad, and I honestly don't. It's destroyed my faith in the ability to adapt that series into live action at all. Just don't think it's possible. Shyamalan couldn't do it. These bozos couldn't do it. Just watch the damn cartoon, man. It's not going to harm you.
It's perfect as a cartoon.
What's wrong with animation? Exactly. Yeah. It's like one of the most beloved series of all time.
Yeah,
just watch it.
No, but you don't understand. We need the princess whose head looks like a penis. Okay?
That's the Shyamalan film.
My point is that's why we need live action, is to get the penis heads.
Fair enough. You got me there.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you want like a concise, like... the best explanation I've seen as to why the new one's bad is Drew Gooden's video on it. It's called Netflix Missed the Point of Avatar, I think is what it's called. It's very good. The issue is that they change a lot, right? Yeah. And the thing about writing a story and creating a story and a show and all that is every single element that you put into a show and a story like that is often heavily considered and thought through, especially for something like Avatar, which clearly was a passion project from the creators. You know, they really cared about what they were making.
Yeah.
So every single choice, from the characters to the writing to the cinematography to the animation, was all heavily considered, and all of it had a reason that added to the grand vision of Avatar, right? And when you start fucking up the formula and changing things like that, you're going to miss what makes it, or at least it's very possible to miss what makes Avatar what it is, you know what I mean? One of the biggest things that I learned about that show is like early in production they had the original creators there as creative consultants and like producers, and then they left because they didn't like the way that it was going, and I think that like their ideas just weren't being listened to, so they were like, oh, actually, you know, it's our original story and like we think that you shouldn't change this, and they were just like, nah, we don't care, and they're like, all right, well, we don't really want to have anything to do with this then.
I've got a similar topic that's slightly different, but it's the same sort of line of thinking that you're talking about. Have any of you guys seen much about the Borderlands movie?
Yes, I've seen a little bit about it. Yeah, I've heard that it's like one of the worst performing films of the year.
I saw the trailer.
Joker 2.
I saw the trailer and I felt
sick to my stomach.
Sick to my fucking stomach. I'm like, look, I've seen a bit of Borderlands. I'm not like a huge fan, but I've seen my fair share. I've seen all of Borderlands 1, or most of Borderlands 2, and a decent chunk of Borderlands 3. And I'm looking at it like, they just don't fucking get it.
Yep. Well, like the weirdest thing for me personally, there's like a million things that are wrong with it. You know, I've seen plenty of reviews of people saying like it's like literally it's just not even a good film. The thing that always got me is the casting. Like, what happened there?
Oh, it's just all celebrities.
It's not just celebrities, but they're like, no offense, but like old celebrities. Like not at all the celebrities that like the target demographic would care about. Jamie Lee Curtis, like what?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I haven't really been into Borderlands in a while. The whole Borderlands 3 debacle kind of, I don't know.
Threw you off.
It really did, honestly. It's been years, and they actually released the teaser trailer for Borderlands 4 at the Game Awards, and I just felt nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like these days there's so much, I guess, bandwagoning with titles, but like not bandwagoning from the fans, bandwagoning from the companies trying to milk it. I think it ruins things.
It just couldn't interest me at all. And I know the film did super badly, and it's a terrible film. And if it wasn't for Joker 2, it may have been the worst film of the year.
Yeah.
It might still be the worst film of the year. I don't actually know.
So what was wrong with the Joker 2?
From what I heard, everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
It was just like wildly different from the
It's wildly different. It's a jukebox musical now for some reason.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the characters are nothing like they used to be. It's terribly written. It's not actually evolving the story at all. It's just recapping what happened in the first film.
Because the first one kind of was criticised for how different it was from other portrayals of the Joker.
Really? I think that's its strongest feat.
Yeah, well, no, only because the actor carried the whole freaking thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a character study, really.
Yeah.
There's a rumour. I don't know if it's true or not, but the rumour is, like, I think Joaquin Phoenix doesn't really do sequels normally.
Right.
And so the rumour is that the reason that they made it is because he said to the executives, like, yeah, I'll do it as long as you, I don't know, make it a fucking jukebox musical and have all this stupid shit go on and, like, you know, completely butcher the character in that, and they were like, all right, we'll do it, without like seeing the joke or the sarcasm, and he's like, oh man, they actually did it, I guess we'll do it. That's what people theorize. I don't know if it's true at all, but I didn't see it. I wasn't interested in it. I mean, I heard about the musical thing ages ago. It's really funny, actually. A lot of people have been going to the movies to see it and not realizing it's a jukebox musical.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a jukebox musical is, by the way, a musical is where it has a bunch of musical numbers that are created for the story.
Okay.
Whereas a jukebox musical is pre-existing songs.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
So Grease is a proper musical then.
I haven't seen Grease, but yes, I think
Yeah,
so.
because all of the songs are for the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but have any of you seen Gladiator 2?
Nope.
No, I haven't.
Like, we've all seen Gladiator 1, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No? Okay. So I'm... Alright, so...
Sorry to leave you hanging there.
That's alright, yeah. So I had to watch Gladiator for when I was at uni. I just bought like every movie that I needed to watch for this course that I was doing. Like, Gladiator is a movie which doesn't need a sequel.
It doesn't seem
And
like it.
I think there's a lot. I think that Ridley Scott maybe has lost his sort of...
Marbles.
He lost his marbles. He's just raking in the dough now, and that's kind of all he does.
Ooh.
We love dough.
And has lost the artistic flair, lost the passion, and just kind of does it because...
I mean, we're kind of in the age of like shitty sequels that don't need to exist.
Yeah.
I mean, not some. And honestly, a lot of them I've seen haven't even been that bad, but it is very much like a. But why?
Yeah.
I was talking to someone just last night about like Incredibles 2 and how like mediocre that film is, and it's just like, man, I wish it just existed. The first one just existed on its own.
I guess I'm just the kind of crazy person who thinks if they don't have an idea, don't make it.
I know. Well, that's the thing about Incredibles 2, right? For years, Brad Bird said, like, I'm not going to make an Incredibles 2 unless I have a good idea for it. And then he made it, and I'm like, I don't think that you had a good idea for this.
No, he had no idea. It was just
I don't think
like...
so. I think that what his
They rocked
idea...
up with a bag of cash and he was like, sure.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think his idea was, man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. He was like, man, imagine how many houses I could buy with that money. Okay, I'll do it.
Second yacht, you say?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how...
You pay off the
Yes, I
future
have yacht,
generations
but
of
what
my
about
families.
second yacht?
Yeah, exactly.
Second yacht.
And all these prequels and remakes and stuff. I mean, you were talking about Lord of the Rings. I mean, Jesus Christ, the Rings of Power.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
I haven't seen it, but I saw bits of it and I thought, wow, this is awful.
I
watched,
haven't
like, the
watched
first
it
couple
because I've only
episodes and it
heard
was just
things that
boring.
make me go, that's a train wreck. Hearing apparently about like a scene where there's like love drama between like the main elf lady and Sauron, and I'm like, what the fuck are you
Sauron?
doing?
Galadriel
Yes,
and
yeah,
Sauron.
Galadriel and
Did you say Sauron?
Yeah,
Sauron?
Yes.
Not Saruman. Sauron.
Sauron.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
yeah.
It's about his descent into madness. That's what the rings.
Really?
About. Yeah.
Oh, God. I watched like the first 2 episodes. I don't remember that.
But
at all.
isn't the thing is that you're not supposed to know it's him?
I can't remember because I've never seen the show. I've only just,
No.
I get the tidbits
I've
of
seen
people
bits,
being
I
like,
haven't
oh,
actually
they did
seen,
this,
so-
what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. What the fuck is
I
going
don't
on
even
there?
like
It's
Lord of the Rings that much, but I still
Weird.
find
Yeah.
it.
So there's a lot of there's like Elrond and Galadriel,
Oh.
and that's like a big part of it. Is just talking about what's going on with the elves and stuff like that. Just more unnecessary prequels.
Prequels, sequels,
Yeah.
reboots, remakes. It's all that's just what modern.
It's the age of the lack of artistic,
I call it the age of
Interest.
nostalgia.
the age of nostalgia. I mean, that's what Disney are doing. They're just making money out of nostalgia.
Oh god. Have I told you about an animation that I want to make about the Disney fucking.
just get in the
Oh, I know
pot,
what I
Shinji. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I call it the age of nostalgia because that's all we're seeing these days. Reboots,
Yeah.
remakes, sequels. And don't get me wrong, I will say, like, some things are like pretty good or okay. Like, we were talking about, I got the Chicken Run second sequel,
Okay.
and everyone I talked to was like, oh, God, no. It's got to be awful. I'm like, it's not bad. It's not a classic like the original, but it's fine.
It deserves its place.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's just weird how long it's been, like, since the original came
20
out.
years ago.
Yeah, so it's just sort of like, why now? I
Yeah.
don't know, because that's what age we're living in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the animation. I wanted to make an animation, and I still might, where it's called Disney's Live Action Legacy. where it's like the idea is it's like a father and his son. They're sitting down to watch a movie, and the dad is like, "All right, son, tonight I want to show you The Lion King, a classic from my childhood." And he goes on to Disney Plus and he writes The Lion King. But both like the original comes up and the remake, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot they made a remake, huh? Well, son, which one do you want to watch? The hyper-realistic lions or the fun cartoon lions that actually have expressions that you can relate to?" And then the kid turns around and says, "Well, father, as a 4-year-old, I think that the one that the cartoon lion interests me far more than the live action one. I think that the artistic integrity is, Anyway, it just keeps going on like that. You get the point. The point is that I think that these live action remakes, they're not going to last.
Yeah.
I think people are gonna, like, in future when they're like, "I'm gonna watch The Lion King," they're gonna look at that and go, "Oh yeah, they made a live action remake." Well, I don't really want to watch that right now. Like, they might not think ill of it, but I don't think anyone's going to willingly go look for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not going to go, "Oh yeah, this is what I'm looking forward
when they
to
think,
next year."
"I want to watch The Lion King," they're just going to watch The Lion King.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for like some of the other ones.
The
where,
hyper-realistic
I think they do like a worse job, like the Mulan one. They kind of just
I've heard some
ruin her
bad
whole
things
character
about the
arc.
Mulan one. They made her a Mary Sue,
Yeah.
which is just incredible.
Didn't they make? I think you told me, Liam, recently about. Is it Moana 2?
Oh God, Moana 2. That's a whole ass topic and a half. That just came out.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I heard about
You know what
that.
happened with Moana 2, Frank? Do you know what's the deal
No,
with that?
I don't-
Get off
I don't
me,
know.
you freak! Why
I
would
don't
you
know- I
die?
don't know what the deal is, but
I
I
spun him off like
recently-
3 times now.
I recently have
Ah!
watched a
Go away.
a video of a guy doing like a ranking all of the Disney villains.
Was it
And,
Schaefer Ellis? I bet it was.
is that the guy with the Moana
Tom.
crab profile picture?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, then you are correct.
I knew it was.
And he was talking about the fact that he'll, waiting to see Moana 2 to see if the villain of that changes the rankings at all or whatever.
He was,
That's all I
and that
know
villain
about
was
the fact
already
that
at the
it
bottom
exists.
of the list
Yeah.
by that point. Yeah. That's not the big issue with Moana 2. Do you know what happened with it? Do you know, like, this just the story behind the film itself?
No, not at all.
So
I didn't even know there was a second one until I watched that video.
that's because it was only announced at the beginning of this year, and I'll talk about it in excruciating detail next time.
No!